Hello and welcome back everybody to Legend Series. I'm Squid CS and we're live with the second match of the day. Look at this, it's on Dust 2 and it's between Pompa and Playing Ducks. Thanks for hanging in there for us. We're just finishing up the pistol round into this second here. Pompa, obviously a disappointing performance in the previous map. Didn't manage to get the ball rocking and rolling and they find themselves a map down in this best of 2. Obviously this is a point system. We do our whole legend points thing where if you lose games, you're going to lose that elo. If you win games, you're going to win it a lot more than you're necessarily going to lose it. So Playing Ducks already going to be up here today, up in points, and they've been looking much, much better as of late after a couple of roster moves, a little bit of changing it up. That's what I like to see from teams when they're really struggling. Playing Ducks had a very difficult start to this season, and they've recently recovered here on Dust 2. They're looking for a 2-0 scoreline against the second in the pack. That's Team Pompa, but they have to take this A site here. Repo looking up, and he is taking tags. There's the headshot, looking to make this one. Oh, 2 kills right there, and he's only got a bullet left in the mag, and it's the Deagle to chip in from behind. Just said he left, lurking and lingering on this A bomb site. You've got the scout peeking from behind. Oh, shot in the face there from Seti, but he does get taken out. And that is the round down the toilet for Playing Ducks. Looked like they had an opportunity, a chance on that A bomb site, but didn't come to fruition. What's going on in the chat? Thank you very much for joining us, everybody. Got just under 100 people here today. Jeppy TV here, giving that old Playing Ducks side the love they deserve. Oh, quick pause. Looks like we're going to go for a quick technical timeout. It's what you like to see 2 rounds into a game. Like to see the pause, the break of momentum. So that's how we get back into this game fairly soon. Playing Ducks just going for the quick tech. You got that 5th player dropping out. Not the best of starts for them here today. They had a great start against the Pompa side earlier on Inferno. I think they were 8-1 up right off the bat. Good stuff. We were watching it from the production room, and I was kind of surprised how lackluster this Pompa side was just through that series. They were 12-8 down on that CT side of Inferno. They had about $7,000 and they really let that lead slip. I felt like that should have been their opportunity to get back into the game. When you've got all the cash on your CT side, that's usually when it works out. And you can really start to mount a comeback predicated off that. However, they got their buy broken 3 times, I think, in consecutive rounds. A 4th, and the game was over. And it was Playing Ducks taking it home against the Pompa side. Just a convincing scoreline as well. Not what anybody would have really expected coming into that map. You'd be thinking, Pompa, they're doing pretty damn good here at the Legends Series. Probably a contender to make the Legends Cup. Divad 0911 says Dust easy PT. Perhaps Pompa, they've had some good results on the more scrimmy maps. They've built their run off a lot of the caches and Mirage. I think Dust 2 plays quite similarly to these 2 maps. But we'll see how they got on along in this series. And playing with the rifles in this one, Playing Ducks are going to be going for 0 investment in this 3rd round. Not a single, a couple of pistols bought just to have a little bit of a chance to get back into this one. Triple Deagle. There's a P250 as well on Lemon. So a little bit of money. And Piper going aggressively into lower dark. Going to be able to catch these Ducks off guard. Deagle picked up, and that's a nice 1-Deag. Dalcor doing the damage here. Marku's making his way through. Well, great angle. Bomb dropped. Round over. It's only the 1 Deagle left that gets shot to pieces by Destro as well. So 3 rounds on the board here. Nice conversion. With getting that bomb down, you'd sometimes expect Playing Ducks to go for the buy in the 3rd instead of the 2nd and 4th. However, they did go for the latter. And it means that they do find themselves at a heavier round deficit coming into the initial buy round of this game where they're focusing towards this B-bomb site. Delcor already getting spotted out on that retreat. Desto's here, and I think he'll go for the pre-fire. He does, spots his head straight away. Fast shot, and that nade to pop in to rub salt in the wound. Said he can't spot anything. Oh, and he's even being burnt out of this corner. Down to 12 HP. Chased away by the nades as well. Down to 10. He's lost the majority of his health points right now. Playing Ducks also all lurking towards the B-bomb site. You've got Neeks holding them in towards mid with that AWP. They need a flash or preferably a smoke on this cross. Impulse is going to give them the first. When is this smoke going to come in though? For them to safely go for this. There's a follow-up flashback into mid. They're about to make this push known, but you've got the two-man peek towards the middle of this map, and they're even doing the damage right through that door. Down to 23. Look how little health the Playing Ducks have here, and they're going to very uselessly just straight through that smoke. Getting crumpled up. And these final three players, not a lot of health between them. Adrian having the majority, over 50% of the health when you collectively put it all through. But Marco's going to be able to spray them down. Great triple spray there. And a fourth round on the board for the Pompa side. See that again. Just absolute precision. Often easy to lose your cool when you've got three targets in front of you, but not in that situation. Got those players low, and it's just the mopping up that we see. They're right out of tons. So 4-0 on the board. Double Deeg, triple CZ, and just two CZ75s, one of which is Impulse from behind. We've got those pistols watching for that fallback AWP. That's Neeks being able to go for the retreat now. Like to make his presence known, finding two frags from lower. And Destro's there for support as well. So this round pretty much being cleaned up fairly effectively. Needs the Deagle to come through, and all the taps happen. Adrian made that one risky for a second, but a fifth on the board from Pompa. And remember, they need a convincing win here to just keep them cruising in this Legend Series. A 0-2 would be a massive break of pace from what we've seen in the last couple of weeks. They are second on our scoreboard here today, with only QB Fire, who they traded maps with, by the way, being on top of them. I like the aggressive pushes that Pompa are going for right on the offset. Losing a map previously, you sometimes feel a little less confident working into the majority of the next half, the third half of this series. But the flashes being perfect means that Pompa might be able to get up close and personal. Playing Ducks do close that distance onto the A-bomb site though, drops that AWP. There's the bomb picked up. So likely a safe plant here if Playing Ducks want it, and they certainly do. Hyper from behind. That Molotov going to stretch far enough. Adrian whittled down, just down on the back of this site, trying to pop off shots. An inaccurate one towards short, and a 2 versus 2 comes through. Marcus from behind as well. He might not be spotted out here, and Impulse goes down, just Delcor left, and he's got the all held at bay. And Destro's going to find him with a quick popping headshot. 6-0 on the board here. Playing Ducks not making anything really work for another bomb plant, this time on the A-bomb site. But Pompa dealing with these situations perfectly. And they've got the double AWP back out as well. Double AWP, by the way, a setup that we've seen on both the CT and T side of this map. Quite common. Playing Ducks, of course, haven't been able to afford it just yet. Tropio says Espanol. I say to that, Vamos! Vamos, my friend. Vamos, Espanol. That's what I say. I speak very good Spanish after my many games of casting existence in the Go Case Challenge recently. That was a lot of fun. They are a lot of fun to cast. I gotta tell you that much. Just shot down at all angles again. Playing Ducks can't make it in. They look like a very different team here. They've been convincing in pretty much no way whatsoever so far. A couple of bomb plants is all they've got to party about. A couple of headshots. Impulse needs a few more. Hyper still lingering on this site. Lemon's going to be of no response with only 9 HP. He's playing, and from behind him gets wrapped in by Destro. 7-0. And Pompa absolutely cruising through this series. Losing the previous map, but we're seeing a completely different Polish side right here and now. Pompa with the pistols. I mean, Playing Ducks with the pistols. What's up with me? Hyper again. He's gone for this a lot of times. Just peppering that wall with a few bullets. He does find another frag and 2 frags. I would have preferred to see that maybe. Look at that from Hyper. Just headshot after headshot. The pistols fall. And it's only the one man towards the top of mid left. And he even got spotted out and domed by Destro. Long range, 8-0. And a map that we've seen commonly be fairly T-sided, being dominated by Pompa on this CT side. Jappy TV says, throw. I don't think so. It's a intelligent response, though. Well done. Thank you for that. Oh, Neeks. Straight through that smoke. No visual onto Lemon. Oh, no visual again. Delcor. This time, just dominating through that door. Marcus drops, and tip of the AWP has gone already. These Dolop setups funnel down to singles. And that's something that you don't often see, just the straight headshots through door. And now they're about to make this short push. No, Dalcor out first. Needs to shut this all down, but Neeks is going for shot after shot from long. And they are not contending with him right now. It's just a firing range for these CTs, and they are just absolutely blasting this one through. Only Adrian left, 1 bullet headshot. And he gets found right over the top rope by Hyper. Smacks him in the face, and that is a 9-0 start. Kills coming through right off the bat. 9-0. Playing Ducks really need every single engagement to go their way here, but that is still not happening. Pompa finding the initial engagements, and there's another one, Neeks. Finding shot after shot with the AWP. Damage onto Seti as well, but this is a 2 versus 2 and a doable situation for the Germans. They need to fall back, retrieve that bomb, wait for Adrian's flank to run havoc, and he's right behind Repo as well, who has no idea that this one's about to sweep through. So this could go very badly, but I think he's about to... Oh no! They go past each other, and Repo finds him. I think that was a 4x3 moment there. How did that happen? How did he not see him through that smoke? How can you get any more unlucky in Counter-Strike than what I just witnessed right there? Repo should enter the lottery. That's just so unbelievable. Seti last alive, and he gets shut down as well, so double digits for Pompa, and that's before Playing Ducks can even find their first round. Remember, fellas, that we've got another game. Oh, look at that. It's pretty for gun barrel, but I don't know if he's playing on different resolution. Of course, we're playing on max res as an observer, but I'm not sure as a player if you're always going to be seeing what's in the leftmost and rightmost fifth of your screen. I guess it's not that much. I guess it's an eighth. I guess it's the first and eighths taken out. But that is quite outstanding stuff. And Playing Ducks need to get lucky in the final 5 to have a chance on Dust 2. This has been an incredibly convincing performance from Pompa, not losing a single round so far. And now losing a couple of those initial engagements. Destro going down early and the headshot not being hit onto long. Instead, it's Repo instead. He has been winning a lot of these engagements. Lemon last alive. He's about to walk into this. Oh, 11-0. This has been a flawless CT side. I'm not sure what to say. I feel like a broken record right now, and Playing Ducks must too. They have lost every single engagement so far. I don't think that they found any opening picks either. It's been all Pompa right on the offset, getting aggressive and finding those shots. And it means that they are able to convert these rounds and take it home. This is when the legend point system really comes into effect. But Pompa are going to gain many more legend points for this game if they can close this out fairly convincingly. Destro at the back of this site, about to be taken care of from the side. Seti finding a pair of shots with the kill, but it's Repo to try and chip back in. And this is a 2 versus 2. And Playing Ducks, both players very, very low. The nade pops in, but cannot land just far enough. He's impulse, needs to take this shot. It is a headshot. Just Neeks remaining, and he's got an AWP for this situation. This is not the right weapon to have here. Flash right over the top. Impulse can go for the cross, predicated off of that. Puts down the C4, but Neeks, oh, he could have got baited in. Right there, it's the AWP shot, the flick! That's the initial frag right there and then, and it's only Adren left. Needs to go for this cross, but it's Neeks instead going for the backtrack. He wants the flank here, and oh, we just lost it. There's our Discord. Great stuff. Our CSGO just crashed. I can see what's going on right now, though. Enjoy our private Discord, anybody, in the meantime. It's 11-0, and Adrian is on this bomb site with Neeks far away. He baits out the bomb. We've got 30 seconds left on the clock. I am radio casting this one for you at home. So the bomb goes down. Adrian's going to be able to plant it on this B-bomb site. Neeks making his way in with the AWP, and he's got his CZ out, and he finds him in the side. So that's a CZ kill and a 12th round there for the Pompa side. So interesting stuff. And Pompa keep this flawless scoreline going. And it's going to be them probably taking this game home. They're 4 rounds away from the victory before we even get into this, and before Playing Ducks even have a single point on the scoreboard. And look at our beautiful studio, by the way. Look at this. Look at this green screen over here. Look, I didn't realize how wide this lens was. In fact, look, I can go all the way over here. There is a game of Counter-Strike going on, but that's the side of the camera and everything. But there is Counter-Strike being played. Don't worry about it. 12-0, that being the scoreboard. And Hyper finding that opening frag. Wants a time. Chat like our impromptu tour. I guess so. Gold CS. What's that guy talking about? Playing Ducks have a very incomplete Dust 2. They have really not shown us anything good so far. And there's Lemon going down as well. So 3 rounds away from victory. We're in the first half still, 13-0. Now we're looking at the dreaded scoreline, the one that we barely ever see. 16-0, can it happen? The auto sniper says yes. Neeks has it out. He's going towards, I think, short here. Going to be going for the boost and then over towards long. I was going to say, short is not the sort of position that you'd often be playing an auto. Adrian here on long as well will be just holding down this angle. Looking for anybody jumping into pit as well, but there's the initial headshot. Playing Ducks don't want to be on the end of that unholy dominating, embarrassing scoreline being 16-0. I just mentioned it, so if they lose this round, it would be the caster's curse. Undoubtedly. Not all those sniper peppering them, finding the initial headshot, still on 57 HP, but gets taken out. It is a 3 versus 3 as they go for the wrap on the B bomb site. All players coming through tunnels here, and there's the information. Destro's going to be able to find this shot. Easy one at that from Car, and they're funneled backwards. They've got a minute left to go for the backtrack. They know that there are 2 people on this B bomb site, but there is no easy way out here for the Playing Ducks side. They're struggling on all accounts, and it's Seti and Lemon being the last 2 players left, and they're still stuck over in tons. Marcus and Destro being those 2 B players, with Repo watching the flank over, and he's about to shoot these players down like fish in a barrel down bottom of mid. Neither have snipers, but he certainly does. And there's the final shot coming through from Destro. So Pompa just 1 away from the perfect half in Counter-Strike, the 15-0, and then it'll all be down to a pistol round to determine whether they are going to get fully embarrassed here, which does seem like it's going to be on the cards. Said he finds that opening shot. So Playing Ducks have found a couple of openings in these last couple of rounds. Viper playing aggressive on mid, and he can hear the footsteps there. Playing Ducks aren't being quiet or inconspicuous about this one. 2 into the top of tons as well. Now Viper needs to back away. They're losing players all over the map here. 14-0, and Pompa about to make it slip. Oh no! Look at that. We've crashed again. There's some problem today. We've got a problem somewhere. I'm walking around the studio. I love this place, but it is a 1 versus 3. Destro on less than 50 points of health. Probably going to be the 14-1 half, so no 16-0. We've been talking about it recently. I was doing a tour of this. Look at this. Look how wide this lens is. I can walk all over this studio and you can see me. Hello, everybody. Hello, how are you doing? How are you doing in there? I can come behind here as well and see everything. This is quite a phenomenal lens, isn't it? Quite a wacky place. Boo. Boo. I'm forgetting that I am live on air, but we're having fun with it. We've got 3 best of 1s today, or half a best of 2, and then a full best of 2. We've got a final best of 2 coming up in the next couple of moments. But we've got a pistol round to determine whether Pompa are going to be able to finish off this game right here and right now. They're keeping the camera on me for the time being. Just too pretty. You want to be seeing the pink shirt, don't you? The pink shirt, blue tie combo. I wonder who got it right earlier. Stream can't stand the result. I know. Our producer placed a bet on it and lost his money. But it's like Pompa losing a couple of the initial engagements in the pistol round. Destro going down, Said he finding that first shot, and it is going to be a wrap on the A bomb site with the bomb wrapping in towards long. You've got 2 players over here. Feels so long when you're on camera, let me tell you. Repo does find another shot. 3 versus 4 here, and Delcore's still got the back angle. There's the headshot. Nice one. Playing Ducks might not be out of this map just yet. Delcore's here, and he finds another one. There's a bomb dropped, and Hyper locked out of the action. This is going to be the 14-2 here. Pompa going to have to play some extra rounds. Delcore finding 3 frags in this 17th round as well. I wonder why we're not what's happening? So yeah, 14-2 here. And Pompa going for the full buy-up. We've got him going towards long, and Impulse going to clean that first man through. What's chat saying? Best of 2 is kind of misleading. You can't be a best of 2 with 1-1. Yeah, that's a best of 2. Is that not true? You want to put me on camera all the time. I wonder what those timeouts are about. 14-2 on the scoreboard here, and looks like Pompa finding shots left, right, and centre. This game might just be over. The Pistols winning the round. A triple kill from Repo there. Absolute domination with the Deagle. 15-2. This one could just be all said and done. I think that could be the case. We've had a quick second map here in the series. 2 dominating performances. One for Playing Ducks, one for Pompa team. But with the rifles, Pompa do lose a man to that pistol initially. There's Neeks there shooting 2 down. That's a completely uncontested now. Hyper towards mid. Does get just eliminated by that scout. But now they have to go for the cross. They've got a couple of smokes to be able to go for it safely. And the bomb actually held so far back. So the man towards lower tons. Repo finds that shot. And now it is a free firing range onto this A bomb site. You've got the man over on short here, but Repo is still looking to do damage. They're not checking behind either. He springs the trap, spots the last man. 1 versus 2 here. Molotov placed down, but Lemon almost burns alive. Just Marcus left. And I think he's going to be able to do it. He's got a massive health advantage here in the 18th round. This is very likely going to be a 16-2 unless Lemon can find him from behind. He's drawing towards long as well, and he's about to spot him out. Oh, no, he doesn't. The timing's horrible. And now Lemon from behind does spot him out and, gets dropped. So 16-2, and that's game over. We've seen a lot of it. Let's come back to the studio and let's look at this. This is an angle that we haven't seen too often because I've been walking around the studio. I've been jumping about like a madman. But that best of 2 finally over. Ends 1-1 with Pompa taking that second map, 16-2. Obviously, sick that crap at the end of the first map with Inferno going the other way. However, we've got another best of 2 coming for you, so stay tuned and we'll be right back to bring you the second and final match of the day.
I mean, we were just sitting back, you know, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that. You know, tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going. But like I say, man, always said it. It's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. Ain't nothing changed but the weather. The dangling carrot that hang from the rear view. Your dreams in the past ain't nowhere near you. Backseat drivers got nothing but 2 cents. Shotgun riders too biased, they all liars. I should get an A for effort, I'm too tired. But I'm never giving up, that's why I'm kinda admired. Role model, like it or not, I gotta play it. Sugarcoat the rhyme sometimes, but still say it. Said I was quitting at 40 is just a fib. I'm still a kid that's wiping the food off of my bib. You ever wanted something so bad that you could taste it? Cried over every opportunity wasted. Good and bad news, which one you want first? Either way you pick, the bad still gon' hurt you the worst. I never got to bask in the fruits of the labor, and I never got the cash from that dude from the label. I'm just thinking back. Can we go way back, way back, way back? Can we go way back, way back, way back? It's time to go way back, way back, way back, way back. You see, in retrospect, I would've did it the same. In hindsight, I'm the only one to blame. I ain't picky, I'm just real specific. I want nothing less than terrific. I know y'all get it. I'm aggressive, so our style is clashing. Killer instinct, and I play with passion. I'd rather be hated for being one of the realest than get a lot of love for these overrated appearances. I can stand on skill alone, but I'm a package deal. I can write the whole song and rap for real. I got my head in the cloud with a pun intended. I don't need to see nobody, I don't want no visits. Introverted, I just flirt with the music. Small circles, how I choose it. Stay away from squares, they the one that look like a L7. I've been doing this since I was 11, and the shit gets real. Can we go way back, way back, way back? Can we go way back, way back, way back? It's time to go way back, way back, way back, way back. Pure pandemonium when I'm in the building. Grown man flow, I ain't got time for the children. Now you can boo me, jump off, I'm winning. I still love you though, shout out to the women. Watch, you was cool, they was acting wild. Walk in, leave drunk, it was packed for aisle. Belligerent students, man, the shit got messy. Remind me of my first show I did at the Red Sea. I ain't had no DJ, just the tape deck. Opened up for Son of Star Child, I love that. Met this cat named Larry, he was with the Avengers. Showed me how to make moves and walk with the winners. Soon went to the pen, I never seen him again. But I did a couple shows with his friends. Lumberjack, brown clown, so-and-so, and dude with the orange pants. 10 years later, now I'm rocking the orange pants. But they jabos though, you know, fresh to death, always and forever. Don't get it twisted, #1 listed, Nitro, with the nice flow, you know, it is. Take a picture, baby, it'll last longer. All in your mouth, yeah. In retrospect, I'm just thinking back to the time when it was all good. The golden era.
I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. You holding my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm blank Steve, blank Coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes on my skull. I'm high as your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this Coke and Patron, I'm on Coke and Patron. Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you're on my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm like Steve, I'm like Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you're holding my phone, it won't leave me alone. I'm like, see, playing Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold that control. All this Coke and Patron, I'm hiding my soul, no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold that control. All this Coke and Patron, feel like I go boom, curse my cologne. I just opened the zone, smoking the low, so till it's gone. Oh girl on my phone won't leave me alone. She say I treated her wrong. See, I don't believe it at all. I don't trust her so outside of my own. I'm out of control, ain't bad all these loans. Time to get back on the road. See this success getting sold. I'm scratching them off, just like the jackpot I'm on. Y'all touch your back on the wall. I made a bet with the Lord. Wouldn't trade no racks for my soul. I can't move backwards for y'all. Ruger on me for the niggas who after the boys shit finna come blast me. I know my niggas asking for war. What kind of action you on? We mark you at your front door. What are you actually on? When we come with stress of our swords, reminiscing playing basketball at the course with the gas. Now we trap for a sport. They get your bows in the jersey with forces of Jordans was actually on. Nike and Reebok the glasses was on. Now Gucci and Louis be on. Polo and Troy be on. I'm on in the jewelry be on. I like a movie be on. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you're over my phone, it won't leave me alone. I'm like, see, I'm playing Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this Coke and Patron, I'm on Coke and Patron. Only 10 in the morning, I might fuck around and drink all of this shit. Smoking ozone with codeine inside of my swisher to compliment all of my hits. EBG waking up early in the morning, I push off the whip and get on with this shit. Shit that I wake got that bitches upset and I swear we gon' fuck all of my hits. Ball with the wall off the wall till I ball up $1 million, 1 millions, we all getting rich. I'm on so much of this Coke and Patron, my blood alcohol content give all the suspense. Possibly leaning on promethazine in the moment, my smoke in the black in this bitch. Roll up the rest of the nuggets so planet, I just got a package, no bag in this shit. Just up the plus like a whole bunch of cars on the road, what that mean? I was traffic and shit. Next year I'm moving my talents to Cali, I swear that I ain't looking back at this shit. I need to focus on forward, God trying to open the door. My life was bogus before, ain't no one trying to support. Mama said fuck them before, so I keep a pistol inside of my pocket. I pop it, you drop it, I promise I'll open your pores. I'm in your neighborhood service and nerve all 24 hours, no grocery boy. Black about mixed with the cushion and see with the rebels. Tonight I'm a Coke and Patron. Yo, on my phone and on easy, but on the play me blending Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you're over my phone, it won't leave me alone. I'm a Ziva playing Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes in my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All the Coke and Patron. I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. I've been hiding my soul, no eyes in my scope. I hide your hoes. On my phone and one lazy alone. I'm like me blending Coke and Patron. Coke and Patron. I've been inviting your hoes. I hold the control. This Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron. This Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron. I need to focus on more. God trying to open the door. My life was bogus before. I'm on that Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron. I'm drinking, I'm driving, I'm testing, I'm speeding, I'm sweating, I ain't going on. Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron, Coke and Patron.
Cheers. X to the P. G9 band got your ass out your seat. NYC is the place where I be, but G2G. So you might not see me, I'm gonna be a rock star. Fuck what you think, I ain't scared of a damn thing. Run like a sink, if you wanna get some, I'm the man to see. Bow down to the king, who the fuck you be? I get money worldwide, never localized. Stop riding my dick, not circumcised. Ask the G9 band who run this shit. Each member's mad sick, just take your pick. And I'm rolling on a track like a fucking Kush Crusher. My girl is fine, so you know I'm gonna touch her. When I get time, best believe I'ma fuck up. And I'ma make it big like Mother Russia.
Break, break, stop it for your own sake. I don't think this fight could be your last mistake.
Forget all your tears, dump all your tears. Don't take those tears, cause you own them.
Break, break, stop it for your own sake. I don't think this fight could be your last mistake.
Forget all your tears, dump all your tears. Don't take those tears, cause you own them.
Break, break, stop it for your own sake. You gotta break, break, stop it for your own sake. You gotta break, break, stop it for your own sake. You gotta break, break, stop it for your own sake. You gotta break, break, stop it for your own sake. You gotta.
Wake me up at 5 a.m. Ask me how I feel through the night and during day. My answer will be the same. You're going down, I'm going with you, but I still feel like I'm doing alright. You're rising up, I'll be with you, cause in the end I just feel for two, cause it's been raining all day. I stepped home all alone, sitting in my room, watching rain was falling down the window, glass on my soul, the crying skies, living the whole living it all. Don't come back out the door, and guess what? I'm putting on my yellow shoes, I'm taking my umbrella, got my yellow coat, I'm going out to know the color of the sun is the best for working in the rain right now. Yeah, here we are, here we are, we sing low. We're in every shoe searching one another, turn the rain. We stay strong until we get low.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. We're live with the second series of the day here at Legend Series live from Hamburg. I'm Squid CS. Thank you so much for joining me for this second match of the day. It's an all-Russian bout between EPG and Nemassier. This is an interesting one. We're going to be starting on Inferno in just a few moments. Inferno and Cash, those being our two featured maps for today for our main game of the day. We just saw Pompa mix and match maps with Playing Ducks. Maybe quite an unexpected result after Playing Ducks' recent performances. They've been one of these teams who couldn't really find their footing in the opening couple of weeks, and after a couple of roster changes, really making their marker on the Legend Series. We've got another game coming up next, of course. It's the Nemassier EPG, that aforementioned game that I just spoke about. And this is an interesting one because we've got two teams who have very fluctuating performances, especially Nemassier. Sometimes they show up, sometimes they definitely don't. They're just such an inconsistent team in many senses. And then you've got EPG as well, who are a little more consistent. They would be expecting a top 4 finish here at Legend Series, but so far they have been nowhere near. We could maybe go to the scoreboard and have a look at where these two stand. Namassier with a disappointing set of results previously, going down to 11th place with 1,486 Legend points. Legend points, of course, being this ELO system that we use here at ELC Gaming. But interesting stuff. No time to go into any of the details. We're live in this pistol round. Bloody Wolf starting it off strong as well with that headshot. And Namassier straight into the A-bomb site. Fenvicious trying to chip back in. He's not got any Kevlar to be able to do it. There is a kit. They need some fast shots to get back into this round. And, well, there's one of them. Thorpe going down. Who is Thorpe? Is Thorpe a new player again? For Namassier? I don't know if that is a new player, but Agoric, I'm going for the shots here. Down into apps, of course. Just Fenvicious left to get shut down as well. Igoric, great opening round, double kill there. And who's Thorpe? Let's find out. Does anybody know who he is? Alright, let's find it out. Got a bunch of people here for Namassier, as per usual. People love this Russian team. And it's all about... Ooh, they're making a couple of complaints. Right here, right now. So interesting stuff. Pistols and the Scout. For EPG, Namassier not really having loads of success in previous matches. Obviously wanting a 2-0 on the board. They need a chain of 2-0s to be able to make this one work here at the Legend Series. I'm not sure how likely that is today against the EPG side, who are ever so consistent here. But they've not had a great run in the Legend Series either, not making it to the top 4 where they'd be expected to really land. This time just playing 3 players over on A. With Hooch and Cree. Nice double spray down there. Both pistols drop. That's most of the investment gone already. And now you just need to get onto the A site, plant the bomb and win the round. Easier said than done sometimes against the pistols. But EPG haven't done anything this round. They need a couple of shots here as the B push comes in. They're about to push into 2 of these CT players who are rotating in. They need the shots. There's the opener. Elian as well chipping through, but Namassier traded out, and it is only Elian left. Going for the long rotate inwards. He is so far out of this action, though. No way that he can do it with just a Scout. If you can find Fiend, perhaps. Perhaps that would mean something. But Elian just lingering with the Scout over on A, wanting to keep it alive. That's a bit of investment going into this next round. But Namassier are going to find themselves 2-0, then likely 3-0 up on their opponents. Then an all-Russian bout. Their economy is worth so much. 2-0. It's Elian keeping alive the Scout. Nobody else with any investment, of course. No money put into this one by EPG. As they go for the 4-man stack on the B-bomb site. Looks like the majority of the players for Namassier fancy A anyway. So with boosts here, B can often be a very tricky round to take in rounds like this. Especially when you've got any sniper rifle presence here, but Namassier, they've sniffed it out, they smell around. Hooch gets found out. That's the sole USPS, gone. Only Elian on the rotate, and I think Forb's about to mop some players up. Uno does Therese. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Just Elian left. Just the single scout. And Bloody Wolf's gonna find him as well. So 3-0. SMG still on the T side, and this is something that a lot of the T sides have done in the Legend series, is not gone for the reinvestment in the 4th round, deciding to keep hold of the MAC-10s and maybe give you a chance, give your opponents a chance to make the magic happen on their CT side. Namassier doing nothing of the sort, getting rid, ditching those MAC-10s, keeping hold of just 1 UMP on Thorpe. Nobody else has anything to talk of at all. It's the rifles, the fully invested players here on the T side. I love this. I do like the additional investment. Perfect, perfect, perfect. 1 minute 20 on the board. And EPG, oh, losing a player already. There's a second man dropping to the UMP. Gets to pick up a rifle for free as well. There's an M4 on the floor. Could have went and got it, but maybe wants to just keep hold of the FAMAS instead. Maybe didn't see it as well. Sometimes the visibility on those weapons can be quite poor, especially if it was tucked away in the corner. Elian does rattle off that first shot. Q rushes from behind, and he's going to make a lot of noise here. There's one man. Oh, the second Q rush. Beautiful discipline there with the AK-47, and it's only Elian left. He's up close and personal on the B-bomb site. But he's got company. The FAMAS right behind him. He's trying to save an AWP, but I don't think it's going to happen. Look at him getting trailed down, cat and mouse style through Banana. And he gets caught in the back there, so against that M4A1S traded out. And 4-0 on the board. Zero. EPG looking to make it work with just 5 pistols. If you count YR's no investment. He's got the USP. They're actually making the right call again. 3 players towards B, and the bomb's coming over here as well. You can see that it's dropped back for him to find. And he just rattled off 2, 3. Loads of shots towards mid. It's round over already, and now Hooch has to make it work with the P250 even. But 5-0, what's happening to these games today? They've been very one-sided. Of course, we're just at the start of this second map of the broadcast. If you have tuned in, if you have been tuning in, watching, thank you so much. I can see the Russian people in the chat wanting some Ruski action. Not going to happen. Not going to get any out of me today, apart from Tort. Tort is my favorite Russian word. A big spray down from YR right off the bat. Elian does chip in as well with that AWP. Falls back onto the A-bomb site. Now 2 versus 4. And Namassier don't have any entries lined up. So they have to win this round from a severe disadvantage. Hooch waiting and watching with his AWP. And I like that EPG aren't overextending in this one. Means that they are very likely going to win this round. Igoric missing that shot as well. Tries to chase him down with a nade. Doesn't land just in time. Hooch able to scramble away. He sees final 2 players in the crossover on Banana. They spot the man out, but can't land the headshot. He backs off, drops the Molotov. That could have been a crucial frag. And now they split the defense 2 for 2. This Hooch is on the backtrack. Here's the flash out potentially for Kree, but wants to keep it in hand as the bomb, the players, they're rotating back to A. The peek out comes through on pit. There's a lot of help from that engagement, but it's Elian's chipping from the side. He's likely going to land this shot, and there it is. 1 on the board for EPG. Talking you, Shalapia, open sesame as the first round. Remember, we play best of 2s here at ELC Gamer. Here at the Legend Series. Double AWPs for EPG. That's Hooch and Elian holding those. Hooch doesn't always go for the AWP, but he's obviously favouring it today. He does like to be a supporting AWP though. That's the thing about EPG here, is you've got quite a few players who can actually go for that sniper rifle. He's got an Emaciate with only the single AWP in your hand, but on the T side of Inferno, that's all really what you want and need. Shots coming in, Fiend dropping already. I like the rotate from EPG coming through already as the smoke's placed. Cree has his back angle, nice shot, bomb down. He is able to open it up onto another man. Cree falling back on this site, but not before he hits another headshot. Reload in, and it's just Thorpe left. Needs to do the damage with the AK-47. Needs to put a quad kill on the board, but he's not going to manage it. Cree with a quad of his own over back at quad. And there's 2 rounds on the board. He plays all this perfectly. He does actually let his teammate Hooch die there, so 1 little mistake, but he more than makes up for it. Q-Rush missed a lot of shots on that engagement, and he's even able to put the 4th on the board later, just taking a straight on the 1 Angel against that 5th and final man. And now Namacier need to put something on the board, otherwise they're going to get the money broken. Double ups from EPG working out. Hooch hitting an opening shot this half. The tide's certainly changing. And there's a headshot from Fiend. Cree drops. 4 versus 4. As the smoke is dropped. Down. Why are there from the side angle? That's the difficulty from coming out of Apps all alone. He doesn't have anybody there to help him. There's just so many angles to check. You have to be looking towards pit, down lower towards sandbags. You've got the whole of the A site and library to watch as well as contending towards archers. You make you a little further out. And then quad, you've got maybe 6, 7 plus angles to check as you make your way through apps. It's just so impossible to open single-handedly against a professional team like EPG, where they've got everything completely nailed down. And a little note as well is to notice how YR changed up his angle after every single frag. He did it on the B site a couple of rounds ago. Creed did it on the B site last round as well. But here on A, it's 1 kill, 4 back plan. Having that flow chart of information in your head as to what to do, when to do it. AWP out again, and it's double AWPs again for Elian and Hooch. Is Demacier likely going to be doing something a lot faster this time? A couple of nades, and the B site's the angle of approach. A late Molotov isn't going to do too much damage, but that nade certainly will. Cree lands 2 of them. There's the 3rd domed with the M4 as he finishes off 4. Beautiful stuff from him, just decimating this pistols. And it's the ace for Cree. All 5 frags there on Banana. 4 to 5. Loving it, and it all started with this double nade. Nobody peeking the coordination. 1 by 1, and he finishes it off. Evades that HE. That HE could have done a lot more damage there, but won the match regardless. Ends up the round on 71 points of health. would needed a lot more than a fat HE to the face to end that one. The Molotov over in the corner, you know that there's going to be somebody peeking off the back of that. What in the corner does rack away shots. Such hard back, has an AWP, but that's all she wrote. They could find him right now and have this B bomb site completely contended, but he lands a shot. Out with the CZ, 75 for the second. Lovely follow-up from Hooch. And this makes this doable here with the man towards the bottom of mid. Fanvicious does find that shot, so the bomb is down. Needs to be found right now. Does happen. So Hooch back with a chance. Needs to get the CZ out right now. He does again. Hooch. How's he making this work? Has 3 kills already. Needs to land just one AWP shot onto Agoric, but Agoric could find him with any manner of weapons. I'd like to see him pick up an AK-47 on this backtrack towards the B-bomb site, but Hooch, he's going to have the angle locked in, and there's no smoke here. Hooch could find this, but gets annihilated by the M4 just there. The scoreline not going to close up any further to 5-5 instead. 4-6. Namasie put another one on the board. And Inferno, a map that we've seen be mainly T-sided over the last couple of weeks, happening to do that once again. Wolf here, nice double spray down. That could be round over again. Namasie doing a great job in early engagements here on Inferno. There's Q Rush to shut down another one, and a 4 versus 2. Rise in weight as Kree tries to trade back inwards. He's got this A site now, and it's a second and third on the board. How does he do it? Bomb dropped, and he slithers back into pit. Igoric needs to make the magic happen with a double, but Kree is roaming, is dangerous, and he's got 58 HP no longer as he gets shot right out of the sky. Bunny hunting for Igoric as he spots the man from library, finds him. There's a 7th on the board. That looked all done and dusted from Kree's quick triple kill. And here it is again. Look at him line down the angle. He's already found a frag, but it's headshot after headshot as Beam drops first, and it's all a shooting range for him. Kree over on Banana. These Molotovs actually doing more damage to the CT side than their T adversaries. Kree's right here, gets that nade popped inwards. Shot coming through from Hooch there. Forced back. It's actually Elian to trade it off once again. 45 seconds left in EPG. Finally finding these entries here. Namasie have got fairly lucky in a couple of these engagements, and there it is. Another headshot given away to Bloody Wolf. As he does spot out Fanvicious there. He's on this angle, but oh, Fanvicious just blasts back. YR as well, doing damage onto both, finding at least one frag there. And it's only the AWP left. 10 HP for him. He tries to KZ away, but Kree finds him. 5-7. This is where the economy really starts to matter for Namasie. When you work towards the final rounds of this half, they've got no loss bonus right now. Nothing built up. The same for EPG. They've gone for the force buy anyway, knowing that EPG's economy is going to be very low after doing damage into the last bunch of rounds. The nades on Banana have been good the last couple of times, and yet again doing a little bit of damage. Not the potential there. There's potential for absolute chaos in catastrophe on Banana. But they allow the CZs to get close. Look at Bloody Wolf. over in Boiler already. Just find that shot there. One of the CZ's gone. And it's about to be the A push. Can see them scrambling back in apps. I think they got forced away by a Molotov there. So now wants to take a different angle of approach, knowing that there's 3, possibly 4 members on the A bomb site. There are in fact 3, with Hooch and Cree on B. And they're just hurdled up here and about to make the push out. But against rifles, I think it might be a little bit useless. There's a couple of men down as well. So yeah, the AKs are just going to chip in. 1 shot on the AWP, and it's only Q-Rush left. Not known for his clutching. And there it is once again. Ali inputting 2 with the AWP. And 6 to 7 here. There's Namassier. This has to be an eco round if they want any chance of winning this half. I don't think that forcing 3 times in a row is necessarily an intelligent move. And EPG absolutely going to know this right now, so don't have to play necessarily aggressive pistols. Oh, it's the spray down annihilation on mid. Hooch, pistol out. Going so aggressive. They're not scared of anything. They're not running from Namassier right now. They want to take the fight to Russian adversaries, maybe that's the word I'm going for. But 7 to 7. This is a very even half in all regards. Can't really make a prediction based off this. The Massier have done maybe just as good as expected. We've seen their CT side be a little bit weaker, so I would favour the PG going into the next half. But then again, EPG CT side has been better than the LT side the last week or so. If Ambitious finds that shot, it's all down to this final round here. Final round of the half. Ambitious looks for the headshots. Oh, that's another one. Great 2-piece on Banana. This Fiend chips in with the AWP. Looking for Fambitious as well. He goes down. Nice double there. There's this only YR left towards the bottom of mid and drops the bomb. That's a catastrophic mistake. The Molotov gets dropped and Fiend has to hit 1 shot with the AWP, and I don't know if it's going to happen. There's the nade piling in, but Fiend taking this corner very slowly. No peek coming through, but there it is! Fiend! He hits the shot! Quad kill in the final round. 15. And it's going to be 7 to 8 at the end of the half. Look at these shots over on Banana. Straight into the B-bomb site. Fen Vicious just find the opening shot, but it's Q-Rush to chip through the USPS. Finally disposing of another man as the flower pot boost comes in. A very good boost, a very influential boost sometimes on the attack towards B, but this time he drops down and YR is going to be able to finish him off. So a good start in the second half for EPG. Pair of headshots. 8 to 8. Shots coming through. That's a fairly normal angle to get shot from, so Q-Rush needs to get out of this position right now. Either push back or push forward, but you can't just stand in apps like this. You're going to get peppered straight through that wall, and that's exactly what's happened here. If he had an AWP perhaps, or an M4, it might matter a little bit more, but he's got a CZ75, and it looks like he knows exactly what's going on here. EPG, known for this slow, methodical, meticulous style, yet again putting it to practice, and the nades do pop through on the assault. EPG finding the majority of these openings, and they're just waiting for more pushes. And from what I know about Namasie, they very often make these sort of mistakes. Bloody Wolf at least catching one off guard, but it's just not enough in these individual rounds. I'd like to see Namasie play a lot more reserve in terms of their economy, because these don't often work, but this time they are finding the shots. They fought back in this corner, and with the CZ75 chipping in, Fiend's going to find him from the back line. Just Elian left. He's going to plant this bomb quick, but coming straight through the smoke, making the noise. And that means Bloody Wolf's going to be able to get into position to finish him off. There's the round for Namasie, stolen away. Especially that AK-47 towards mid doing the damage. Fiend as well, being the backtrack, that flank. No real investment from EPG this time. It's very likely going to be Namasie on double digits. And that's why you cannot afford to lose those rounds, because it's such a devastating blow to your economy. You find yourselves a couple of rounds down here, and the nades pop in. Not going to do any damage at all. So a little bit of wastage for Namasie. They need to chill out a little bit with these nades. They've used the majority of them already. There's still a minute time left on the squad. And if EPG know this, it means that they can play a slower style. Agoric cleaning the pistols up, the unarmored pistols at that. And YR just looking to do a little tickle of damage here. Right here. Let's get shot in the face. Doesn't want to die to full damage. Oh, ambitious. Just pop one open. And that's all she wrote. 4 rifles kept into this 19th round. Agoric can go for the investment. No shots coming in just yet. 5 AKs for EPG. Not wanting to get out any AWP. They were very much favouring the AWPs on their CT side. But often it's a change of pace, especially in the first couple of rounds of your T side, where you don't want to be investing too much in these rounds. You can see that they have not got enough to really go for any equipment. So Bloody Wolf not flashed up whatsoever, able to just find 2 shots to fall back. Perfect nade there! And it's damage onto YR, and they're chipping for Agoric onto the 5th. And it's just Sven Vicious left. He's going to go into A as well, all by his lonesome. And he's very likely going to be found by these duo of players towards Arch. Just nothing to be done here. A 1 versus 4. He can be heard as well. He's just jumping about like a herd of elephants, trying to make his way into library, but there's nothing sneaky about this one. Namasie just 5 away from the 16, the magical 16. Q-Rush, very close to this angle, very dangerous against pistols. You need to have your finger insert bounce one, but it's not Bloody Wolf instead. Nice triple kill, nice support there from his teammates. And that's the cleanup that you're talking about. You need to have a defense. postulated to be able to deal with these sort of explosive pushes. You saw that EPG didn't give away any info there, so it was perfect. But Namassier in a very good defense to be able to deal with it. You've got 3 players able to swing in before the explosion happens, and lost players right off the bat. Now Namassier want to go for aggressive peaks left, right, and center, especially towards the B bomb site. Igoric just chipping in with the AWP. And there's another flashbang. Just toss away a nade. More wastage there with the nades. I think that the way that EPG can counter this defense right now is play slow, try and bait out as much utility as they want, and then go for the push in the final 25 seconds. Since Namassier have not been very reserved on the nades. So you're going to find yourselves in a position where you've got 3 Molotovs and 3 smokes, able to go for an attacking blow, but Namassier aren't going to have anything left. So far they've been a little bit better at that. There's another Molotov gone, but they've only got the single smoke. And with a minute left, that's not really enough. And I think it's going to be probably baited out towards the B bomb site at any moment. You've got the Molotov as well on B, so there's no real equipment on A. EPG aren't going to find this one out. Instead, they're going to walk into the smoke, the molly, the AWP. Finding shots, the flank falling apart, and 4 versus 2 is YR is going to scramble to plant that bomb. 25 seconds left to fall right through that smoke. There's a lot of damage there. YR trying to get aggressive, trying to get antsy over it, and there's a headshot. Just Alien needs to be the supporting factor with the AWP, but there's nobody watching towards Banana. Now Q Rush won't get caught off guard. Instead, finds Alien with his pants down. It's Namassier with the 13th round. The CT side actually looking quite good. EPG, I think from our perspective, you can really see what the Namassier are doing wrong here, but EPG, I think they need to take a tactical pause. Need to get the coach involved to discuss this one, because it's easier said than done. I can sit here and criticize all day, all night, the next day as well. But when you're playing in the game, sometimes you can't see it as much. You don't know exactly how much utility your opponents have, but it should be fairly simple. If they had held off on that attack for another 15 seconds, Namassier would have had no nades. It would have been a much easier push. As what I said on Mirage as well, if you go for the A rushes against buy rounds, they often get, well, even B as well. If you go for rushes on Mirage, they're often slaughtered against full buys, just because the utility is so effective. On Inferno, it's one of those maps as well, so the push comes through, and EPG managed to get in. There were no Molotovs placed, and Namassier nevertheless finding the frags. 2 versus 2 here, as Namassier's defense does crumble to pieces. Pompa back to make his way in, but gets his head shot right clean off his shoulders. Just Fiend left. AK-47 in. The reload comes through from Hooch. He's stuck on this A bomb site. There is a Molotov for Fiend as well. But as the smoke gets replaced, he has to make his way through the clouds and into Hooch's crosshair. This should be easy. Gets spotted out. Has to break over this crossfire. Hooch from the side angle, but it's going to be YR instead to finish it off. Namassier again, just a little light on the mollies on the wraparound side. Goric getting aggressive here towards Apps, and it's AWP's out for that opening frag, and that's exactly what you need if you're in Namassier. If you're not really winning when you're the utility game, if you're not winning the mind games either, then you need to find these openings, and that's something that they have been doing in a lot of these situations. So 13-9 and EPG just slowing things down before the B push. Vicious finding that opener. Oh, turns 180 degrees for him as well. Fiend eliminated. 3 versus 3. Looked like Namassier had every single stock in this round, but now you've got the AWP pincered backwards, looking for a shot, easy shoulder onto Q Rush, and they're in perfect after plans to be able to take double digits. Bloody Wolf back to fight the side as well, the painful way. And Vicious actually a full reload there around the open. It gets found 13-10, and the pause comes through for Namasie. A great time for go for the pause as well. Now, maybe you can work out what's going wrong for your CT side. You were full economy, you lost 2 gun rounds in a row. You find yourselves in this situation where you really don't have any any money left. You've got to go for a quasi-buy here. The worst thing in the world here for Namasie would be to force. They've shown us incredible proficiency at winning with these gun rounds. I think that they've just been superior with their firearms. I think it's been the M4s really firing through. You can see Bloody Wolf on 24 frags. Igoric, he's been getting out the AWP in a lot of these situations, nearing the top of the scoreboard as well. For Element Pro Gaming, everybody really stepping up. Nobody lingering behind. Alien down on 13 frags, but that's very close to their top player with 18 kills. A very tightly packed T side for EPG. Obviously a Russian bout. Now the 5ZZs come through again. And look at that. 5 rounds in a row in the middle of this half for Namasie. And then EPG just taking 2 in a row. You don't often see that. It normally feels like once you take that 5-6 rounds, you close it out as of then when you're 13-9 up and your opponents don't really have the money to be able to battle you back. Namasie haven't shown us much with these pistols. That's how they open this half, but the flash pops in again. The AK is able to capitalize. There's a nade on through as well. Finds the marker. There's another man gone. EPG, bad with these trades right now. They are not winning this situation, and Q Rush has been able to steal away an AK to this A site. Not looking compromised whatsoever. Trades out that AWP to Hooch. It's about to be the B tape. Doesn't look like Namasie know it, as it's only Fiend here alone. And they're going to smoke off CT spawn, so he's not going to have any visual here. He's going to run through this smoke, and they're both lining up as well. Oh, they don't spot him. Fiend's able to steal away a frag, and they're going to go for the flower pot boost for the second man as well. He's going to get fully spotted out here. No idea it's coming. 2 and 3. Bloody Wolf finds them all, and it's 14-10. Namasie with the pistols again managed to make it work. I hate these buy-ups on Inferno, but if you can really make them happen. EPG just stuck so far behind here. Gonna get out an AWP, AK, couple of pistols. There's a UMP on Fen Vicious. Find that opener, and there's another one. He sees he's actually working out. Now Bloody Wolf has to be very careful. He's being wrapped in, can't hit the shots. Namasie whiffing a big opportunity to close this game out, 15 and 16-10. EPG had nothing here, and a setup that I actually praised earlier, dealing with the pistols. EPG go for the same setup, exactly the same yet again, and they're able to pull the round through. So they're going to find another round on the board here. Remember, Cash is coming up next, and it's best of 2 for points to work out exactly who's going to make it to the Legends Series Offline Final for 2 spots at our $25,000 Legends Cup. So another round here, and now Namassier are pretty much forced into the corner where they have to go for the buy, and they're not going to have a lot of utility. Saving here would be a bad decision, but they need to go for this one. So 5 sets of M4A4s, and it's going to be the 2-3 setup with 2 players over on the B bomb site. That is Thorpe and Fiend over here. No AWPs for Namassier. This is what they've based a lot of their early rounds off. And I think that if EPG can just make them sweat and lose a bit of this utility, then they can make a 30-second push against no real defense for Namassier. They're playing the same setup as they did with the AWP yet again, but Agoric's using the M4 in this situation and playing a tiny bit more passive. He's going to give away control until he spots the play around this corner. He doesn't want to be peaked far engaged here, just because you're so exposed to an AWP. So he does slip into that corner. I don't know if he got spotted just then, but with 50 seconds left, he backs off and EPG allowed that backtrack. And now it's going to be the A split. Cree towards Apps really needs to divert some attention, because Agoric could really wreck this round for the EPG side. They're about to make their way towards him, and he's just holding a nice one here. There's one. Oh, perfect flash! As Agoric finds 2. Elian switches around just in time to stop that round from falling apart. But 20 seconds left, and they're backtracking towards B. Fiend's right here. Bomb drop. There's the second man. Just Ven Vicious left, and it's AWP side. Almost hits the third. Oh, and it's round over. No way he's going to win this one. Map point for Namassier. 15-11. Great triple kill from Fiends there. 1 away from 20 frags. And EPG. And this has fallen apart somewhat. They've got a UMP there. There's a CZ75. No real utility whatsoever. I'd like to see a very closed-up tactic. They need to just find these frags, and it's straight through the smoke. Why don't I find that opening kill? So straight onto B. They do trade it out. And EPG doing good on the trades right there. And now a fairly open A bomb site. Agoric has to hit a shot or 2 here. And, oh, there's the headshot. Just 2 men left. Elian and Hooch. 2 versus 4 to keep them in this game. Just such a difficult situation. And Hooch is making his way up top towards Apps to look down on these other Russian foes. Elian does rack up a headshot, but such a long way to go yet as Hooch taps away another one. Agoric just stood all out in the open. What a huge mistake there. 15-11. They're able to get into pit as well. So this situation went from 4 versus 2 to being dead even. Elian's got this angle on lockdown, and now the push through the smoke is about to happen as well. There's no gas in this smoke, so it's so difficult, near on impossible for Bloody Wolf as they both drop. Namassier just choking in that round. Felt like they made so many mistakes. Why would you be putting the AWP all the way out in the open? And now they're going for the force buy as well. Oh, I was about to say I'm not sure how I feel about this, but I know exactly how I feel about this. This is not what you should be doing. Open Bloody Wolf holding this angle. EPG, they've lost to the pistols twice. It would be an absolute catastrophe to lose for a 3rd time. If they hadn't lost those 2 times, they would be on match point themselves right now, with a combination of the eco rounds and in the pile up as well. And you don't know how much that meant for the momentum, so they could have won that. So, oh, 2 and 3 for Agoric there. Beautiful triple kill. Now it needs to be the 5 versus 2. They've already traded this back to a 2 versus 3, all the numbers. But Agoric over in pit. 1 minute left, and EPG just decide to slow it down. Namassier been making some mistakes in these situations. And with Fiend finally going for the rotate, the bomb's all alone. If you can find this frag, this would be the match. Kreese here. Over in Boiler. He doesn't get found out. Instead, he nails the headshot. And it's back down Banana. Bloody Wolf just so far out. Means that he needs to find this shot with a P250. Little jitter there, but he makes his way through, finds that shot, and it's only Hooch left. AK-47 as he does trail around towards Arch. Needs to find the shots here, needs to dig this man out of pit, but instead just trails towards the A-bomb site. He needs a skill before he finds a shot, and there it is. 1 versus 1 to stay in this matchup. Fiend drawing in, he's so close as this bomb goes down, and there's the headshot here. 16-12, EPG losing this first map. GG's are called, and that is going to be the defuse and the 16-12 here on Inferno. With only 1 map left of the day. This was supposed to be a really long one, but that map was actually fairly close, but fairly quick. Lots of quick fire rounds there on Inferno. We're going to cash for the 3rd and final map of the day, so we'll see you in a couple of moments for the last map of today. See you in a moment.
I mean, we were just sitting back, you know, chopping it up, reminiscing about the good old days and all that. You know, tracking my roots, where I came from and where I'm going. But like I say, man, always said it. It's not about the destination. It's all about the journey. Ain't nothing changed but the weather. The dangling carrot that hang from the rear view. Your dreams in the past ain't nowhere near you. Backseat drivers got nothing but 2 cents. Shotgun riders too biased, they all liars. I should get an A for effort, I'm too tired. But I'm never giving up, that's why I'm kinda admired. Role model, like it or not, I gotta play it. Sugarcoat the rhyme sometimes, but still say it. Said I was quitting at 40 is just a fib. I'm still a kid that's wiping the food off of my bib. You ever wanted something so bad that you could taste it? Cried over every opportunity wasted. Good and bad news, which one you want first? Either way you pick, the bad still gon' hurt you the worst. I never got to bask in the fruits of the labor, and I never got the cash from that dude from the label. I'm just thinking back.
Can we go way back, way back, way back? Can we go way back, way back, way back? It's time to go way back, way back, way back, way back.
You see, in retrospect, I would've did it the same. In hindsight, I'm the only one to blame. I ain't picky, I'm just real specific. I want nothing less than terrific. I know y'all get it. I'm aggressive, so our style is clashing. Killer instinct, and I play with passion. I'd rather be hated for being one of the realest than get a lot of love for these overrated appearances. I can stand on skill alone, but I'm a package deal. I can write the whole song and rap for real. I got my head in the cloud with a pun intended. I don't need to see nobody, I don't want no visits. Introverted, I just flirt with the music. Small circles, how I choose it. Stay away from squares, they the one that look like a L7. I've been doing this since I was 11, and the shit gets real.
Can we go way back, way back, way back? Can we go way back, way back, way back? It's time to go way back, way back, way back, way back.
Pure pandemonium when I'm in the building. Grown man flow, I ain't got time for the children. Now you can boo me, jump off, I'm winning. I still love you though, shout out to the women. Watch, you was cool, they was acting wild. Walk in, leave drunk, it was packed for aisle. Belligerent students, man, the shit got messy. Remind me of my first show I did at the Red Sea. I ain't had no DJ, just the tape deck. Opened up for Son of Star Child, I love that. Met this cat named Larry, he was with the Avengers. Showed me how to make moves and walk with the winners. Soon went to the pen, I never seen him again. But I did a couple shows with his friends. Lumberjack, brown clown, so-and-so, and do with the orange pants. 10 years later, now I'm rocking the orange pants. But they jabos though, you know, fresh to death, always and forever. Don't get it twisted, #1 listed, Nitro, with the nice flow, you know, it is. Take a picture, baby, it'll last longer. All in your mouth, yeah. In retrospect, I'm just thinking back to the time when it was all good, the golden era.
I've been drinking or driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. You hold my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm blank Steve, blank Coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul. No eyes on my skull. I'm high as your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hope to control all this Coke and Patron. I'm on Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been drinking on driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you hold my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm blank Steve, blank Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been drinking on driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you hold my phone and won't leave me alone. I'm blank Steve, blank Coke and Patron. I'm on that Coke and Patron, 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 Coke and Patron. I've been hiding my soul, so no eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this gold in my drone, I'm hiding my soul. No eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this gold in my drone, feel like I go boom. Curse my cologne. I just opened the zone, smoking the low. So till it's gone. Oh, girl on my phone won't leave me alone. She say I treated her wrong. See, I don't believe it at all. I don't trust her soul. Outside of my own, I'm out of control. Ain't bad all these loans. Time to get back on the road. See, these and stats getting sold. I'm scratching them off, just like the jackpot I'm on. Y'all touch your back on the wall. I made a bet with the Lord. Wouldn't trade no racks on my soul. I can't move backwards for y'all. Ruger on me for the niggas who after the boys shit finna come blast me or no. My niggas asking for war. What kind of action you on? My kids is at your front door. What are you actually on? When we come with stress of our swords. Reminiscing playing basketball at the course with the cat. Now we trap for sport. Dick at your bows in the jersey with forces of Jordans was actually on. Nike and Reebok the classes was on. Now Gucci and Louis be on. Polo and Troy be on. I'm on in the jewelry be on. I like a movie be on. I'm on that coke in my trunk. 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 I've been drinking, I'm driving while texting and speeding. I swear that I ain't going home. If you open my phone, they won't leave me alone. I'm like, see my blink, coke in my trunk. I'm on that coke in my trunk. 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 I've been hiding my soul. No eyes on my scope. I'm hiding your hopes and inviting your hoes. I hold the control. All this coke in my trunk. I'm on Coca Patron. Only 10 in the morning. I might fuck around and drink all of this shit. Smoking ozone with codeine inside of my swisher to compliment all of my hits. EBG waking up early in the morning. I pushed off the whip and get on with this shit. Shit that I wake out that bitches on set and I swear we gon' fuck all of my hits. Bought with the wall off the wall till I ball up $1 million, 1 million. We all getting rich. I'm on so much of this coke and Patron. My blood alcohol content give all the suspense. Possibly leaning on promethazine in the moment. My smoking the black in this bitch. Roll up the rest of the nuggets so planet. I just got a package, no bag in this shit. Just up the plus like a whole bunch of cars on the road. What that mean? I was traffic and shit. Next year I'm moving my talents to Cali. I swear that I ain't looking back at this shit.
Hello and welcome back, everybody. We just concluded the knife round in the final map of the day between Namassier and EPG. Namassier, I'm going to be starting on this CT side. Of course, being a map up in this series. This map being a pretty damn good one, I must say. And they start this one off here on CT side. I don't know if EPG are going to be as caught off guard on Cash as they were just a moment ago on Inferno. We've not seen really Namassier play too much Cash. I mean too much Inferno, but we've seen them play a lot of Cash. So if EPG have looked into any of those games, it should be a said and done deal perhaps, saying we'll know exactly how Q-Rush's side plays. He's trying to chip him with pistols. Instead, it's EPG seemingly catching their Russian foe off guard. None of these USPAs is hitting their markers so far. Vicious just chipping through for 2. And it's all down to Bloody Wolf in a 1 versus 4. Easy peasy pistol for EPG. They're going to hold him back as well. Right at bay. He's got the kit. He has the... They actually bought 2 kits this round. You can see the one dropped in front of Vicious as well. So, Namassier, maybe that's a bit of miscommunication. You wouldn't often be playing 2 kits on any map at all on the pistol. Bloody Wolf does stay alive, does keep that pistol in play, does keep that Kevlar in play, of course. And there's the smoke grenade as well. So it's a 1-0 start for EPG. Good start from them. Of course, we saw Namassier get out the gates fast in the previous map, but here they do start on the CT side instead, which they need to really pincer through here. There's Q Rush finding the first headshot. Kree just giving it away to him. There's no support there as well, so as CZ strikes, there's no one there to paint back. Skype and AK's left. There's a Mac 10 on Hooch. So with 1 minute 20 left, EPG just need to find some sort of response here, and maybe towards mid, making sure that you're playing slightly more open engagements. Maybe that's the way to go. And they're playing this one very slow. Even with the man down, they're waiting for Namassier to make a mistake. Get a little over-aggressive and cheeky, and that is absolutely not happening right now. You can see how far Namassier are playing back in these bomb sites, especially towards B, where you've got three players over here. The fourth being YR, with his AK-47 in checkers. This is the trap that Namassier have sprung right now, and YR's going to find that initial headshot as well. He's got company from behind, but Fiend does find the backtrack angle. Just the 2 versus 4 on the A bomb site with Elliot held so far back. Agoric finds a follow-up headshot. Now we're actually at the 2 versus 4 as these pistols running havoc again. Just Elian left, and he's going to be found as well. Surely, full past this angle. Sniper shot missed, and that's Namassier back in the running. 1-1 here on Cash. A great start. Namassier making their way up mid early. There's Q Rush, just waiting for the boost. Not sure if it's going to come. There's Ugoric. Playing from behind. One to one though. As the EPG buy-up does come into fruition. YR from up top is going to be able to chase away Q Rush. So there's an initial pick there. And with Fen Vicious out towards mid, it's going to be very hard for Namassier to hold him at bay. Agora gets spotted out as well. Only expecting the one-man towards mid. Not sure why he thought that whatsoever. But Bloody Wolf in the meantime puts 2 on the board. Only Elian left. He's going to be able to salvage an M4 out of this situation. Bomb's going to go down, but you've got Fort from behind. When is he going to be able to find this shot? You've got that flank potential. Flash is straight out. Not sure why he needed to do that, but the nades are perfect. And they finish it off without a single firefight. Instead, it's going to be bomb defused. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And 2-1 for Namassier, who have had a real big struggle. They're in 11th place here at the Legend Series. And that is considering that last time they were 1 map away from the playoffs. Remember they took a big nuke. And then, I can't remember what happened, but they got knocked out regardless. Just like a couple of rounds away. I think they were literally on 14 and couldn't make it happen against, might have even been EPG in that situation as well. Of course here, we're playing for another $25,000. Another spot in one of the most glamorous locations in the world. The Legends Cup. Wherever it goes, it's glamorous. This time will be no exception. Q-Rush playing up close and personal. Has to be greeted by this flash. Fenvicious straight out, but it's straight out into the Famus, who gets swarmed in. Q-Rush needs to maybe resort to going somewhere else apart from mid. YR gets caught flying down to 15 HP. Now you've got Fiend from behind this smoke as it piles in. YR's going to drop. Elian and Hooch both here as Thorpe again does catch them sleeping and snoozing. Just Hooch left. He's going to be caught through the smoke as well. So 3-1 here. A buy round dismantled and EPG in pieces. They were very slow to get into the previous matchup. maybe this could be the same state of affairs once more. Orp out already for Namasie. Orp finds the opening. And this is just pistols for EPG. Nice headshot with the Deagle. They should be able to clean up regardless. Q-Rush losing a lot of health as well and actually getting taken out there. So Elliot up mid might be able to swarm onto A. He's been locked over here. And they're going for the taps with the pistols. He does find another one. And that's the A site gone. Just YR left. Bomb onto B. So should be an easy plant if he wants it. And he certainly does. There's a Molotov tossed in. He's got the AK-47. No Kevlar. So this is nevertheless going to be a difficult clutch for him, especially considering that they've got nades and mollies to come piling through. There's the one Molotov right down into his position, forces him out. They're in the corner, and they know about this one. So Fiend, with nades in his pocket, just going to find that shot. I would have liked to see Namasie maybe throw the nades into the corner as well, force him out into the open, but not as much coordination as we used to see. They keep the AK, keep the rifle. Or quad AK-47s. On the Namasie, it's all quad rifles as well. So this one is all to play for. I like that Fenvicious actually shoots at wall to evade the sound of the pop flash. So if somebody's playing aggressive, they're not going to hear it whiz through. And he actually did it again just then. You heard the shot, and Fiend into vents. Molotov dropped, and great shot from Agoric. Just using the smoke from that Molotov as cover behind it. It can be utilized. Nades can be used for that same purpose. You often see it towards mid, but he's still watching towards Squeaky Door. Agoric waiting and watching towards Squeaky. Fiend getting shot to pieces. Hooch there on the retort. Dealing with this push very well. Just Hooch versus 4. And he's about to walk maybe into this AWP as well. Over in vents. He's got the bomb strapped to his back, but no coverage at all. He needs to go towards the B bomb site. Of course, we're watching this game through an observer's perspective where we know exactly what he should do, but with the 3 players on the A site, they're able to take care of him adequately. And that is the 5-1 start for Namasie, exactly what they need. The pause comes through, and EPG on this one. It's before another buy round. Remember that they actually took this pistol this time. And from there on out, it's been all Namasie. So 5-1, not a devastating scoreline, but up against EPG, you really need to be keeping your foot on the accelerator. Hard press down, full throttle. I actually like the timing of this tactical pause as well. You want to be going for an attack fairly early in the half when it's not all said and done. I think that that's one of the mistakes that EPG made on Inferno is when they got quite far behind and when Namasie were able to take a good lead, they didn't take their pause early enough. And maybe that's because they've been baited. Oh, here's a round, there's a round. It's like the scammers approach. They let you win one and they take all your money. That's Namasie. Oh, and 4 rifles. Fenvicious fast into the B bomb site. Needs to deal with this though. He's got the bomb on his back, and there's the opening headshot. Checkers control taken as well. EPG with a nice fast round. This should be doable here. Bomb firmly down on the bomb site, and Namasie just trying to chip through. They need an opening. They actually need 2 openings to be able to make this one work. And there it comes. Straight in the Molotov. Creed burning down to 24, almost to a crisp. But Fenvicious has this angle as well, and there are smokes for days for EPG. This is one of the big advantages of going for such a fast push, is you're not going to expend all your nades off the back of this. Q-Rush has the headshot nailed in, and with barely any time on the clock, I think it is going to be the save, and that headshot seals the deal. 2 rounds against Namassier's 5, and now EPG. They need to keep as many of these rivals alive as possible. I think they're going to do that, keeping 3 alive here. 3 very close to dropping down. But 5-2, and EPG need more rounds here, otherwise they're going to be reset. In CSGO, if you don't watch it that often, you've got this loss bonus. Every round that you lose, you gain an extra $500 as cumulative on top of your previous money. And EPG, they'll have only $1,400 per player if they lose this. That's enough for a pistol and armor. Barely even that. It's enough for a cake. A little tea cake. Smoke placed. And Hooch is actually going to maybe walk straight through this. This would be a mistake. Namassier really known for this map control. And Agoric finds a pair of shots. Bomb down, and 3rd on the board. Gets caught in the back though. So EPG do have this A site on lockdown, but with a man disadvantage. And Namassier are all over them right now. Right behind. The flank is fast. You've got Fiend to hold them in place. I think they're just going to get beaten up on A unless they can find some fast shots. And Thorpe's already here, spotting him out. There's the nade popped in. Loads of damage there, down to 40 HP. Now needs to do all the work. There's the spray down. Almost a second, but Thorpe takes care of him. That's 6-2. And most importantly, that loss bonus completely gone and evaporated for EPG. They're going to have no money on the board here. It's going to be that 6-2 scoreline, and just look at how much cash you have to work with in this 9th round. Look at that, nothing at all. Needs to be the force buy. They're going to expend absolutely every penny going into this next one. All out, a little more than I thought, admittedly, but they're going to have no money at the end of this one. I'd like to see EPG go for that B rush at some point. Ooh, that's a nice way to open. Alien straight through the head of Q Rush there. As the flashes pile in towards B. It is EPG taking a slow default approach just yet. Maybe noticing that they'd be a little bit predictable if they go for many B rushes in a row. But we're just seeing a very calculated approach from both these Russian teams. Namassier, a little more running gun, but nades come through. Fenvicious hits a headshot. But they've still got to contend with Thorpe on this site. They don't know that he's here. He's right in this smoke. Pops out, surprise, but gets shot in the face. Just can't land it quick enough. Fenvicious surviving on 2 HP there. He definitely thought he had that kill in the bag and he was going to dive straight into cover to take the second man. But now they find themselves in a 4 versus 2, have to save, and it's this B approach yet again. It seems to be the difference maker for EPG. The only rounds that they've been able to put on the board have been from B. And now they are hunting for these final rifles. Igoric and Bloody Wolf being the final 2. There's Igoric to pick one up, but that's the intel given. They know that they're in towards this angle now, and there's another one, just lining them up. That's a little bit of damage done, so investment needed from EPG, not surviving with 4 players on the board. And now Mac 10 for Hooch. Maybe misreading this situation. Expecting Namassier to not buy up around this. They had more than enough money to go for a buy here. So straight into A main. As YR is trailing in from behind. They've been wrapped into this angle right now. And Q-Rush here. Right through the smoke. Fish is going to find him. Nice trace from EPG. The fastest style. Certainly working way better than anything else. Gotten shot to pieces. Namassier this time, they're not going to be able to save anything. So the final shot comes through. 3-0 on that board. And 6-4 is the scoreline. And now we're back to ecos. Namassier. They've been so good with the pistol so far today. I really wouldn't be surprised if they can put another one off the board predicated off the back of this. But only a single set of Kevlar and no real stack happening. I like that Q-Rush doesn't try and force the issue on mid and get aggressive, because I think that would probably be the opening. Probably quite predictable. You can see that EPG are actually watching for a mid push as well. They've already got the man out, and that would have been an instant frag. Instead, they can just play Pinsent on this, on these bomb sites, really, and try and find cheeky frags and maybe steal away an AK-47. But EPG are playing much more intelligent this time. You've got Kree over in the door. He does get dinked down to 2 HP. That's been the opening frag. But Namassier losing these initial engagements. It's likely going to be EPG closing the scoreline. Oh, there's the bomb dropped, though, and an AK down. So Hooch has to get to this right here, right now. There's the tanks. Nice spray down. Forp down to only 3 points of health here. But this is another 2 versus 2 doable. How do EPG just suck so bad at these situations? YR towards mid as well. And Igoric's going to have a great angle here. YR seems to know that it's coming. And there is the headshot. Only Forp left. Only the AK-47 in hand. Elian's making a lot of noise here. And gets dinked right in the face. Just YR left. He needs to take this angle right now. Forp's held back. And he's got a good angle for this one. But YR, there's the tags. Nice shots from him. It is going to be 6-5, but an incredibly costly round. And Namassier about to go for another buy-up. EPG would have had so much money after that round, being able to save with 4 or 5 players. But now 3 players with absolutely nil points, and only 2 players with $3,000. So this could all come crumbling to pieces nevertheless. YR spots this angle out. Could have done some damage there, but instead it's Kree on the worst end of that firefight, and Bloody Wolf does get taken out in that fast engagement. Just Q-Rush here on the B-bomb site. We've got Fiend and Forp over towards B, so a nice spread defense. But Namassier seem to have kind of chilled out a little bit. They've gone to sleep. They haven't been hitting their shots as much as usual. And EPG just going for a nice mix-up of pace. They seem to be dominating this second half of the second map so far. I think it's 4 out of the last 4 rounds. With Namassier not really having any say in any of them. EPG haven't had map control necessarily taken away from them. Namassier tried to go for it. They tried to push into main, go for a B push as well at one point, but it's been taken care of by the faster pushes. Now Q-Rush does eliminate one. The trades come through. Fanvicious on short should be the point man. And Forb's going to drop as well. So only Fiend left. 1 versus 2. Hasn't got the kit in hand as well. And this crossfire is looking perfect. He has to break open this from 2 separate angles. And the flash pops through. Nicely locked in place. 6-6. EPG closing up this scoreline. And Namassier, when push comes to shove, they really don't have much biting power here. Everything just falling to pieces. And now they're back to pistols. EPG likely going to take another round. And remember, this is one of Namassier's best maps. They've played it the majority of the matches. So this was EPG's pick of Cash, despite Namasie playing most of their bouts. It's mainly Mirage. Mirage is normally the main pick, but EPG banned that out. This pistol round coming crumbling again for Namasie. So Namasie banned Nuke initially, EPG then banned Mirage, Train Gun by Namasie, Overpass being the next to be dropped. That's EPG's map. Funnily enough, for your stats nerds out there, Overpass the least played map here at the Legend Series. And then the picks being Namasie, Inferno. That's a new pick from them. Normally be going for Mirage. And I think Mirage was, yeah. Oh no, EPG, that was their first ban. So that coming in. And Namasie really kind of struggling now on the CT side. That's considering how good their start was a few moments ago. And EPG find themselves here. Namasie have to go for the pause. So quite a lot to talk about. They've got 2 opportunities to get back on the scoreboard again on the CT side. Otherwise, it's all down to how well you can attack. So on a tactical pause, I'd often be talking about what I can change. It's a time where you can really reflect on past rounds. And the change-up happening right now is that double AWP setup for Namasie. Gorik's got one, Q Rush has it as well. This is the first time in this series we've seen Q Rush with the AWP. He hasn't really got this sniper rifle out so far. But now let's see what it can do on the defending half. You've got the on-pause coming to fruition. No AWPs on EPG's side. They're going to have buys into the next 2 rounds. So if Namasie can win this round pretty convincingly, then we'll see another full buy. That's the only way that's going to happen. Q-Rush starting us off strong over towards mid, finding that initial engagement. Elian dropped. EPG just playing a slow style once again. Just not going for any pushes over the map. Creep finally popping open door. Doesn't spot anything out in that initial engagement. It's a very passive setup from Namasie as well. Nobody pushing. 4 Piz on mid, but nobody watching for him right now. Maybe they think that the AWP is still over here. This is a bit of a change-up. Now the A rotate is going to come through. Bloody Wolf, when's he going to be baited out? Instead goes back towards the site, right through the fire and flames. Takes the spray and finds a shot. Bit of damage through that door. Now the push comes through. EPG need to find some shots fast. There's Hooch with 1, then Vicious with 2. Hooch again chipping in. And Namasie falling to pieces one more time. They're not going to have enough money to buy in this next round either. And Igorik can't do anything whatsoever. These final 3 players take it all upon their shoulders. And 6-8 being that scoreline. Likely going to be a 9th round for the Russian T side. Double AWPs here for them as well. Why are they going for double AWPs against... They know it's not going to be a full buy. Namasie, this has been a really horrible half considering they were 5-1 up. They really needed something a little more special out of this one. It feels like this is going to be an EPG 1-1 at the end of the first. But Q-Rush just hidden away in this smoke. They've got some map control, but this is a pretty useless part of the map to hold, is CTs. You know that they're not going to burst through Squeaky, but it's often only going to be the 1 or 2 men through there. And then if they go towards the other side of the map, you're just way too far away to go for a rotate. Over on B by his lonesome. You've got the bomb dropped outside the A-bomb site. Just looking to peek and poke onto mid. from behind does find a shot. It's the AWP gone, Alien. But this isn't necessarily good news for Namasie. It's nothing to party about. It's a 4 versus 4. Through the smoke can do a lot of damage there. Bit of return. He's being chased away. Kirosh does find that shot. Nice Molotov to the back of checkers. Now they have to contend with Fiend, and they do exactly that. So a free open B bomb site. And likely going to be the 9th round here for EPG. Such a difficult one to contend with. And this time there are no nades for Namasie as the final flash gets popped inwards. Kirosh finds a shot. It's Kree on the site. Just a 1 versus 1. Is Hooch. He's being chased down by the FAMAS. Close angle, he misses. Bloody Wolf's going to be able to capitalize and find that 7th round. That's a great clutch there. EPG go for the overpeaks, especially just a few seconds into that engagement. Maybe feeling overconfident, and we find ourselves 8-7 here on the final map of the day. Glocks, of course, for Namasie on all points. There's that pistol round. Kirosh going for the nades. He's off in the nade, man. And the pistol. Getting out the kits on the CT side. Alien just holding down mid. He's got a lot of shots early. Lets Namasie get very close. This is a round that Namasie really need, and the split on the B bomb site is well timed. YR has a little bit of support but needs to chip in now. Headshots are needed. A couple more, please. YR gets funneled into that corner, and he is battled out of this one. Fenvicious from behind, Alien as well. The rotate's quick. And Bloody Wolf needs some shots with a USP. There's one. Hooch again does trade it out, but at the back of this site, Q-Rush running like a madman, just making so much noise. And when is Hooch going to pounce? He needs this headshot right here, right now. Q-Rush just playing Ring Around the Roses with him. He's wasted so much time. There's no kick getting up close and personal. This is so messy, everybody missing. But Hooch is finally able to nail the headshot. Someone had to, and that is a 9th round. As Hooch defuses that bomb. That was a round that Namasie needed, and you could see how much pressure was on Kirosh's shoulders to put that one over the line. At 7-9. Pistols for Namasie, of course. They've just lost such a scary amount of rounds in a row here. Pretty much, 5-1 up and a 9-7 down. This is 8-2 in the last 10 rounds, and likely going to be 9-2. Now it's EPG forgetting about the past and just rolling on here on the 2nd map of this best of 2. Our final map of the night as well. It's an early one here in Hamburg. Go home, go to sleep. Just seems like Namasie have already gone to bed. They've not done anything in quite a while. This Q-Rush, last player alive. Is EPG going to be the first team to find double digits here on Cash? Didn't happen earlier on the previous map. Namasie seemed a lot hotter with the rifles. And Namasie are this sort of team who can really show up at any moment. But is it necessarily going to happen? I'm not sure. Got the 5 rifle setup for EPG. No sniper for either team here. And it is likely going to be a faster push on the B bomb site. catching YR off. No need to go for an aggressive flash like that. You're not going to get any reward from it. And it means that Namasie are going to be able to salvage control of B. Just Hooch being tagged away. And this nade going to do no real damage. Lonely Wolf down to 89. Got to check these corners, but Fiend is pounced over here. Oh, he does win that engagement. The AK's running rampant. And Hooch, the final man left. So yeah, Kurosh even finishes him off. So EPG with no saves in this 18th. And as we go through, I think that they might even eco here. I think that they have to. You've got Kree with barely enough to go for a buy. Hooch going to have good money. They're going to get out the pistols. And the other players with no investment whatsoever. So 8 to 10. And a fast entry headshot from Thorpe. Getting knocked out there towards mid. Nobody on the B side once again. Namasie, it's a free open site for them. And it's going to be 9 to 10. So closed up once again. This team's taken us to the wire in 2 times in a row. So a clean round for Namasie. They're going to keep all 5 AK-47s into the next round. You can see that bank that they've built up over the last couple of engagements. Everybody above 3,000, most of their players above that 6,000 marker, means that you've got maybe 3 rounds in a row, and it means that EPG aren't going to gain a lot out of these next rounds unless they can take them very convincingly. And Hooch trying to start us off strong with the opening frag with the AWP. And missing that secondary shot. Igoric does make the cross, and now into connector. He's funneled away, but hits a tag. He's stuck in this corner right now with no smoke. And Thorpe there on mid. Let's find a follow-up shot. YR eliminated. This all just being funneled away. He's going to the stabs. He's not finding anything though. Hooch back corner here. Needs another nade, but nobody's got it. And just looking for the tags now. Hooch finally gets found. Just Elian left. And Namasie with the smokes to go for the cross. A nice round again. Things falling to pieces here for EPG as Namasie being fairly dominant on this T side. So pistols again. Namasie going to take the lead for the first time since the first half. And they were 5 to 1 up. They've started both these halves off with very strong leads. Even after EPG taking the initial pistol. Looking like they're going to take the second one. As well. Down to 1 HP. Back of that nade. Actually being funneled away, but it's Thorpe instead of triple with the AK, and it's only Hooch left. Oh, he was. That looked painful. Right into that AK. Namasie taking the lead. And now EPG, what you're made of. How well can you come back in this one? It's going to have to be back-to-back gun rounds to take this one over the line. This is where a T-side can become extremely strenuous, and they can really strain your economy when you have to play against guns in every single situation. And it looks like Namasie want to go for a faster push towards A. EPG are not set up for this one. It has to be all predicated off the back of Fenvicious over on Forklift. When's this push going to come in, though? There's a smoke placed, and Fenvicious here all alone. Now has a bit of support from Hooch's M4. There's the AWP as well. But now the nades coming through. Vicious fully flash and gets chased away by the AK-47. Elian on the site can only find one, and Forbes able to find another one. Namassier again, just ripping him apart. Another headshot. Q Rush just on a rampage on A, and YR left. Just, this hasn't worked out. EPG, lackluster CT side once again. Everything falling to pieces. What's going on, folks? What's going on? YR here should be able to put a kill or two on the board from this. There's the one, and there's the two. So, Massier not going to save as much. He sweeps up the AK-47s and at least saves one of them, but Massier with so much money, it's going to be it's so important to stop your opponents from saving there. And that is exactly what just happened. You want to do damage to that economy, and Massier, they've got plenty of cash where that came from. Going to be the fast push into B once again. See Fort takes that angle just to pre-fire against the pistols as they rip open B once more. And EPG no more towards this side of the map. The rotate's fast, but Namassier's faster. They're right on the site. Well, they're trying to do more damage. This is actually working out as he hits another follow-up headshot. There's the nades pouring their way in, but Q-Rush is close to this smoke here, and this is actually quite intelligent. I don't think that they're going to really pepper that smoke with shots. Instead, YR closes his way in. There's no kit, so they have to act fast. They have to work their magic right here, right now. Fiend finds a shot, and it is the 1 versus 1, but you're against the AK-47, and you need to close the distance right now. Craig, there's the bullets, there's the shots, but I don't think it's the round. Absolutely no time left. AK picked up, and he is sent running, but he's going to get caught by this bomb, I think. No, he's able to make his way out. I thought he was going to try and save in that corner there instead of go for the AWP, but didn't. Made his way towards T-spawn, and this is just round after round for Namassier. And funnily enough, this is exactly the same position as they were in earlier on Inferno. We're just on the other side of the map. So, Namassier with good equity in this second map here. And this could be a 2-0 scoreline as Q Rush doesn't get found there, instead chases down Hooch. Up gone, 5 versus 4. Bloody Wolf and Q-Rush are down fairly low, but as the A hit is about to come in, it does pose the question, what is EPG made of when the pressure is up? They have gone for a good rotation. You've got YR with the AWP at the back of truck. And this is all because Kree has gone incredibly aggressive. And I thought finding that shot means that the B push is going to come through, but they need to find Kree. What can Kree do here? He's not going to call for the rotate because they're being so quiet on this attack. But whether they check this corner or not is going to be very telling. And it's only one frag. That's not enough. You've got Crew Rush on mid as well to stop them coming through connector. This 3 versus 3, so difficult for EPG. And Namassier might be one away from the match point here. In just a few moments, YR makes his way through the doublet of smokes. Oh, fully blind double frag there. Elian as well. He's going to be fired from behind. That's a 14th round, and it all falls apart. That flash was just brilliant. Look, it's fully flashed here. Can't see anything, but goes for the double spray regardless. Even diverts his crosshair up towards the AWP. It's Q Rush to find that one instead. But 14-10, and that might be series over. Might be the night over. Namassier fast towards B this time. Not a lot of buying power from EPG, and instead, oh, just absolute annihilation there. Bloody Wolf finding the first frag. The flashes come in, and the rotate's very fast this time, much quicker from EPG as Kreese brings a trap. YR there for response. And Namasie, oh, just find that follow-up shot as Crate needs to be very careful and wary against the AWP. As Fort finds another one, he's all out in the open. 26 points of health here against Igoric. Needs to just nail one shot. But he's taking the head glitch angle. And he is waiting and watching for this one. The Molotov pours through, needs to get out of there fast. Funneled into no man's land. Another tag comes in. He's even lower now. And Igoric's going to find it. Match point for Namasie. One more will close off this night of Counter-Strike. They need just a single round to finish it. And 15-10. EPG need to put together 5 in a row. I don't think that's going to necessarily happen. That CT side has been pretty damn terrible, I must say. Hate to say it. Cree does find a shot, but it's Namasie to lose 2 players. A lot of health from Bloody Wolf there on the aggression. As bomb dropped, Fen Vicious finds it. Bloody Wolf does know that this man's here, but Fiend wraps up another one. As EPG do have this back angle. Another man gone, but oh no! Namasie turn around, and that should be the night over. YR coming in from behind, but the flank, it's just being watched. Look at Fiend. He knows exactly where this one's coming from. He's got his crosshair just trained on this angle. YR doesn't actually meet his maker, doesn't go for the full peak. A little more ballsy in that situation. It would have been game, set, and match. But a minute left. Namasie just watching all the angles. YR back to A. He's about to peek into mid. Into Forp. Peek comes through. There's a shot. He's on full HP. And there is a 1 versus 2, but it means that they go straight into the B bomb site. A free bomb plant here. Look at how many nades they've got as well. He should not be able to make his way back into this one. He needs to go for a mad spray down or something. Right through the grill. Maybe that Molotov can find something. This Fiend forced upwards. And YR now needs to go diving down into the bomb site. Gets shot from the side. There's the frag. But Fiend right down below doesn't find him. What was that? 10 points of health or something? To finish off the night. 16-10. And that is the 2-0 for Namasie. Perfect day for them. Inferno looked pretty good, and then Cash looked even better. Bit of a lackluster T side, or CT side, I should say, but then when it came through to being aggressive, they were able to find it left, right, center, all over the scoreboard. And I think that was like a 10-1 half or something like that to end off the night. So great round from them, great map from them. And on the scoreboard, they were 11th out of 12th here on Legend Series. We'll see how that affects the Legend points later in the week. Either way, we're all done and dusted here from Hamburg. Thanks so much for tuning in tonight. Thank you for the comments over in the chat as well. It really does mean a lot. We'll see you next time, next Tuesday, for some more Legend Series action, where we're going to have 3 matches. It's going to be a very, just an awesome day of Legend Series. So join us there. It's Tuesday. It's from 5 o'clock CEST. That's German time. So make sure you're here, either here in Hamburg or here on Twitch for that one. We start off proceedings, Epsilon versus Team Pride, QB Fire. Number 1 on our scoreboard, numero uno. Going to be facing up against Russian opposition EPG. We saw them play tonight, and then Namasie versus Nexus to finish off a very long night of matches. So I better see you there, folks. It's 5 o'clock CEST on Tuesday. I think that's, what's that, Tuesday the 22nd? I don't know my dates. It is Tuesday the 22nd. And there's a whole week of matches on the screen for you tonight. So if you have been watching Legend Series, if you have been following on, then thank you so much for doing that. Until next time, until next Tuesday, we'll see you then. Good night. Have a great weekend.